So, guys, I'm going straight into this one because I've been hearing a lot of rumors about the tension in Harry and Meghan's marriage and that they didn't come out with a post to celebrate their 5-year anniversary. Now, first of all, that seems to be a bit unusual given that they always kind of come out with these announcements and these Instagram photos, or a friend photographer post an Instagram photo. They do their black and white. So it seems to be bizarre. Maybe they've had different PR advice, right? We've heard that they've sacked their previous PR company. I believe it's Sunshine Sacks, and that they've got sort of new PR and new agents that they're working with. So maybe they've got new PR advice, which is if you're going to scream victim and that you're shaken and a near catastrophic, fatal car crash, collision, then maybe you should be silent for a while, right? Rather than come out with a post or attend another award ceremony at the Gracie Awards. So maybe that's why allegedly she didn't turn up and why they haven't done a post. But when you start adding up, other rumors, it does become a little bit concerning because I've heard, that she's walking around without her engagement ring and that she's been walking around without her engagement ring for a while. And obviously we know that she likes to flash the diamonds. She has the hand dripped with, the Cartier bracelets and the diamond bracelet of Diana and the Cartier watch of Diana, or her Cartier watch. And often has one arm with approximately £175,000 of jewelry. So it does seem odd that she would take off that big, massive rock. But she's been pictured on more than one occasion without her engagement ring. So I don't know. But I've come across this article in the Metro, and it's been reported that Harry has a sort of hideaway hotel that he goes to have a break from the family. So you can see here, it's reported that Prince Harry has a hideaway hotel room where he stays without Meghan. So it says Prince Harry apparently spends time on his own in a luxury hotel near his home in California. And people are questioning actually why this is the case because they have such a massive mansion. So the Duke of Sussex has a room kept on hold at a chain in Montecito close to the £12 million mansion he shares with Meghan Markle, according to the Sun. So sources have told the newspaper that Harry occasionally stays at the room without his wife. Reports that the royal couple spend nights apart have emerged after they failed to post any photos commemorating their 5th anniversary on Friday. So Harry's also thought to have a second hideaway pad in San Vincent Bungalows, a private members club in Los Angeles, near where he attends a gym class called Barry's Boot Camp. And the club is highly exclusive and it has a very strict privacy policy. And then it says here that annual memberships are £3,200. So obviously it's not cheap. I mean, these guys don't live cheaply, do they? They're very much keeping up with the Joneses in Montecito. Um, so yeah, I mean, okay. I I take the point that, she was kind of silent during his spare tour, the tour of his book. I get that she's not wearing her engagement ring. I get that she was on some photographed on some hike on the day of the coronation or the day after the coronation, and she was alone with her friend. She wasn't with Harry. And I get that there's been no photos about Archie's birthday party that Harry allegedly had to rush home to. And I get that people are saying there's tensions because she wasn't too keen on the book Spare and what he wrote in it. That apparently there are tensions because he went to the coronation and she wants to prioritize the children. And there are tensions apparently with, Harry's recent court case and the stuff he wrote in the statement about his ex-girlfriend, and how if it wasn't for the paparazzi intrusion and the hacking, the phone hacking, then they probably would have still been together. So I get all of that, and I get that allegedly Harry has this place away. Um, but I don't believe that they are having trouble in their marriage. Now, I should give it the caveat that, well, not many people believed that there was anything going on in Charles and Diana's marriage until all the secrets came out. So, you know, anything is possible, right? But I kind of just think that there's a bit of a shift behind closed doors here. So I think there's going to be rebranding. I think she's just busy concentrating on her own products because I think and her own projects because I think she is concentrating on herself now and trying to forge an identity that is separate to Harry. And I think that Harry is probably also trying to find his way. I mean, he's done all his, book and they've done their Netflix series, and I think he's kind of thinking, right, well, what next? And she's too busy collecting awards and all these accolades for accomplishments. I'm not quite sure what they are. So they've got new PR people. They've got this massive American Hollywood agency that apparently Meghan's working with to rebrand and to work on potential movies and uh, TV shows or whatever in production, producing them, which I just think is a laugh. But okay, I just don't understand how that fits with the narrative of I'm a humanitarian and we left the royal family and we're giving a life of service. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, so I think perhaps they're just taking a step back. They're changing it up a bit. I think she's in the background, wheeling and dealing, because I've read Finding Freedom, and one of the things that Meghan Markle can do is network. That girl knows how to use and abuse you. She knows who to use, she knows who to abuse, and she knows how to elevate herself. And my view is that loads of the rooms that she's got into in her life, loads of the opportunities she's got in her life, loads of very powerful and influential friends that she's made in her life, and loads of awards that she's had are very much to do with who she knows and who she's made friends with. And that's really the end of it. It's not to do with her exceptional talent. I mean, if you can find any talent that she has that is exceptional, I would love to hear it. So please do put it in the comment section. So I just think that they're rebranding, frankly, that they've got some advice by sensible people that have said, cool it. And they're just busy working, basically, is my view. But as I said, anything's possible. And, when this story came out, I didn't really believe it. And then I saw this article that says Harry's rep debunks claim that he has a private hotel to escape Meghan Markle. So Harry's rep has come out to debunk that story. And what is said is that this is not true. So that is all that was said. That is all that was said. This is not true. And I guess, I don't know exactly what he's responding to, whether he's just responding generally to the allegation, but it seems as though, this article specifically says Prince Harry does not have a hotel room that he allegedly uses to escape from his wife, Meghan Markle. And then it says his sources said this is not true. So is it not true that he uses it to escape Meghan Markle? But is it that he has a hotel room? Is it that he doesn't have a hotel room, but he has this private members club that he goes to after he goes to the gym? Or does he have some other thing that he sort of goes to and has private time? What is is this necessarily saying that this story is entirely not true? Don't know. My personal view is I didn't really believe this story because it just seems a bit radical. They seem to portray that they're so in love and she's so in love and she's so compassionate, holding his face, kissing him, holding his waist, holding his back. So, so compassionate. I'm the mother that, I'm the mother figure that you're missing or whatever. And I'm here to give you the love that you've never felt, all that nonsense. And so it seemed a bit weird that she'd be like, yeah, you gotta go now and spend a few days outside the house and then I'll see you, on Tuesday after you've calmed down. Or that he, who is like constantly, Meghan Markle, the captain of my heart, she's perfect, my exceptional wife, my incredible wife, who I thank so much for the space and the guidance. It would seem really weird that he would just be like, oh my God, I need to get away. I just need to get away. And obviously the children are like, the apples of their eyes. Like, why would she be, okay, you need to go away from us for a moment? Or why would he be like, I need to step away for a moment from my kids? It just seemed a bit ridiculous to me. However, what I've learned is that there isn't really any smoke without fire. And this seems to be quite detailed. So, where is this coming from? Where is this information coming from? I find that when there are general claims, like, for example, Meghan Markle has had an affair with the security guard and it potentially is having a baby, that is such nonsense, okay? I do not believe that for a minute. I do not believe that this woman has had an affair, okay? I just think that is just nonsense. So when you hear stuff like that, it's just very generalized and you're like, yeah, whatever. But I feel that when you start hearing stories and there's particulars, there's like names of clubs, names of hotels, names of gym classes, it then starts for me to seem a bit more real. So I know that I'm a bit confused, but I'm always confused when it comes to these guys. I'm a cynical. So maybe, in fact, all of these fake stories maybe might even be planted by the Sussexes, just in a sense to get them into the headlines and to have some, media furore about them all the time. So that people just constantly talking about them. And actually, there's fake stories. Maybe they are planting these stories that they're having trouble and they're not actually having trouble and they're just sitting back laughing at us and raking up all their money because they're in the headlines every single day. I don't know. Maybe. I'm a cynical. I don't know what to believe because there's so many rumors and so many things that then turn out to be true, right? Do you remember the Kardashian days where there were rumors that Bruce Jenner was transitioning to be a woman? And I remember picking up this articles and just being like, oh, what nonsense. And then all of a sudden, it was like maybe a year later, the guy came out and, transitioned into a woman, is now Caitlyn Jenner. So you just don't know. And like I said, Diana and Charles, they presented themselves as in love in this fairy tale marriage, and people bought into that and believed that. I mean, there's even a film on YouTube that was quite early on in their marriage, and it's like the love story of like Diana and Charles, and it just ended obviously because it was quite early on in their marriage. It ended just them together in love and then married, and it was portrayed as like this massive love story, and I just was laughing because it actually wasn't what happened. So it just seems, in the moment, everyone believed that this was a fairy tale, and then there were rumors that there was trouble, but it was never confirmed and it was always denied until obviously it then came out. There were a couple of people that released books, and then obviously Diana released or cooperated with Andrew Norton to come out with the book that she did, where she released some truths or her truths. And then obviously you had Charles confirm that there was an affair, and then of course you had Diana's interview, and then you had the announcement of the separation, and then eventually I believe there may have been the announcement of separation before that, but you then eventually had the announcement of the divorce. So, in the beginning, people saw these rumors and they did not believe them because the rumors were denied. So I have no idea. I would be surprised if they are having trouble in their marriage. And she was only on the red carpet a few days ago or a week ago, staring into his eyes, doing her classic Hollywood red carpet where you get onto the red carpet and everyone's like, Meghan, Meghan, over the shoulder, Meghan, look over here to the right, Meghan, kiss, can we have a kiss? And then so they can get the shot. So she did her typical red carpet at her award ceremony with her gold gown, staring into Harry's eyes. And the guy wasn't even flipping saying anything, right? So it's just to get the shot. She just wants the shot out there of look at how in love we are. So I would doubt that they are having trouble, but I do not know. So I don't believe that they're having problems. And if it does turn out in like 6 months' time or a year's time that they're like separating, oh my god, I would be so shocked. I would be literally on the floor just shocked, because I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Okay, guys, take care. Bye.